I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. You came, obviously, in this courtroom to waste my time.
What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. Today, I'm going to be reacting to a video called Child Support When Parent is Intentionally Underemployed by the YouTube channel Support Court with Judge Vonda B. I had no idea there was a show or YouTube channel called Support Court with Judge Vonda B. I think it is very similar to a Judge Judy type of show, but only dealing with support cases. I had no idea there were so many of these legal TV shows. It is a ton of fun to watch, and hopefully we can learn something. And yes, I just broke my microphone stand, so I am holding my microphone like a stand-up comedian for the rest of the video because I'm funny. Before we begin, I clerked at a family law firm for about 3 or 4 months during law school. Never again. Never, ever, ever again. There's not enough money in the world you could pay me to be a family law attorney because y'all are crazy when you're getting divorces. Let's jump into it. That was a fantastic intro. We gotta watch that again. Come on. All right.
All rise. Judge Vonda B court is now in session. Judge, this is a case of the parties.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Parks.
Yes, ma'am.
Looks like you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I just found out my wife just left her corporate job for a cashier job. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like she wants to get out of the payments of what she's doing.
Okay, that's pretty fitting. Like I said before, the name of this video is called Child Support When Parent is Intentionally Underemployed. Intentional underemployment occurs when a spouse leaves a high-paying job for a lower-paying job and then requests a modification in child support based off of their new lower income. Like I said before, y'all are crazy in divorces, and people getting divorced freaking hate each other and will do anything to pull one over on the other spouse. So what happens is, and it kind of happens a lot, is spouses will take lower paying jobs just so they have to pay their partner less, but really the only person who you're hurting is the child because the other spouse now has less funds to raise the child. This is child support court. This isn't alimony court. This is about the child support. And yes, this happens.
Payments of what?
Child support, ma'am.
Okay.
We have a child together that we had in our marriage, and it's like, and all of a sudden I just found out just recently that she left her corporate job to take a couple of dollar paying job. How can you do this to us? How can you
Excuse me, sir. Sir, do not address her. Address me.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Yes, Your Honor. Do not call a judge ma'am or sir. It is Your Honor. You're going to piss off Judge Vonda B. She is a judge. Call her Your Honor.
Obviously, she can't help your situation. Yes. That's why you're here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so continue.
I don't know. It's just like, when I found out, it's just like, I was just shocked. I didn't know like how else to express it, but we had a child together.
How old is the child?
This child is like 5 years old, ma'am.
Is she paying anything in child support?
She's paying for the medical bills and she's paying for the support as well.
Medical support, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a reason why you're not paying to support this child?
First of all, I left my corporate paying job, and after our divorce, I know he mentioned I'm his wife. Correction, I'm his ex-wife.
Okay. Congratulations. Continue.
We left that.
You wouldn't be at child support court if they were still married. Also, both of them aren't standing. Usually when you were talking to a judge, you stand up.
I left my job, and the reason why I left it, and I did do it intentionally, I felt that it was not right.
Wait a minute. You intentionally left your job?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I had enough money in savings to still provide for my child and still provide medical insurance. So I felt that, you know, the stress of my divorce wasn't inhibiting me from performing my job.
Okay. First of all, that's a different court.
Yeah, this isn't going to go well for her. She already admitted it. Now, y'all, I don't want you to think that if you're divorced, you're pigeonholed in your one specific job. If you go and take another job and it pays a little bit less, you're probably fine. But we're talking about drastic scenarios, like going from making 100 grand a year to making 20 grand a year, stuff like that. And I can already see the keyboard warriors typing away. Yes, it happens. People will do anything to screw over their ex, even if it makes life worse for themselves.
We're not here to talk about anything that went on with the divorce. I just need to know about the money that you're making, because obviously the child lives with you. Is that correct,
Yes,
sir?
ma'am.
So you have all this money in saving. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
How much did you make at your last job?
I annually $70,000.
$70,000, okay. And that's your only job?
It was my only job. Now I work at a convenience store.
Doing
Head
what?
clerk.
Doing what?
Head clerk.
Head clerk. Okay, how much are you making now?
About $30,000 a year.
30,000. And are you? What type of education do you have?
I have my master's.
You have a master's degree and you're a head clerk.
Yes, ma'am. Again, the stresses of the divorce inhibited me from doing my job.
Okay, don't say that again. You already said that once, and we moved on from that. So you're now making $30,000 a year, and you think that I should base child support on $30,000 instead of the 70 that you intentionally stop working at?
Well, that is my annual income now.
That's your.
But it's your annual income because you intentionally are underemployed to your maximum potential. So the court is going to look at things such as education, your ability to work, your ability to handle a corporate world. Additionally, they're going to look at things like where the child lives. She said that the child lives with the husband full time. Therefore, he should be entitled to more of a child support than if the child only spent weekends with him. So she has the ability to work full time because the child is with him full time. Judge Vonda is going to be pissed off. Rightfully so.
Your annual income now. When did you start working at your corporate job?
A year ago.
A year ago. How long were you there?
I was there for about 8 years.
8 years
Yes,
with
ma'am.
the master's degree at a head clerk position. What's the qualification to work at that job? It's such as, do you
High
need
school
a
diploma.
degree?
You just need a high school diploma. to
High
work
school
as a house
diploma,
clerk. Yes,
and
head
you have a
clerk.
master's degree. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. $70,000 a year. You said you covered a child on health insurance. How much is that?
$300 a month.
$300 a month. Ma'am, I'm going to make you pay child support. You came obviously in this courtroom to
Well,
waste my time.
I have a question. How come I have to get a corporate job? How come he can't get a corporate job?
He can get a job, but the child lives with him, right?
Well, yes, and I think the reason why the child is even with him to begin with is because of, well, this is a different court. Never mind, like you said.
Okay, thank you. So moving right along, $70,000 a month. A year, excuse me. I put your.
I'm
gross
not making $70,000 a month anymore. I'm making $30,000.
But that's what she could be making if she was not intentionally underemployed. And y'all, please, the good faith of the spouse who is working goes into this. If she took a $30,000 a year job at a startup that had huge potential, the judge might not be so upset, right? Because you're like, yeah, you're making $30,000 for the next year or two, but that could skyrocket in the future. You're looking out for your career. She went from the corporate field to being a clerk at a convenience store with no real upward mobility. Additionally, she has a master's degree. And yes, the guy can get a job too, but he does have the child full time. And the courts weigh that in. Additionally, they'll factor in his education, his work history, his potential earnings. He might not have ever had a job that pays $70,000. So he in no way could ever get a job like that. These are all things that are considered. And it's important to not lose focus. The most important person in this entire ordeal is the child.
$1,000 a year now.
You're making $30,000 a year now, but ma'am, you intentionally work at a job that pays you less. And you think that you're gonna come in this courtroom and get me to order that you pay a less amount when you're capable of making the $70,000 with a master's degree? You made that up.
Ma'am, I don't know. Emotional distress is intentional.
Your Honor. Your Honor. You already made Judge Vonda mad. Now you're going to disrespect her. Don't do that.
Excuse me, emotional distress. I need you to go see a doctor. Okay, so your gross is $5,833.33. Based on that $70,000, I'm going to give you a credit for the health insurance, okay? The $300 that you stated. brings your net to $4,497.98. How many children?
One.
One child, okay. 20%. $899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man.
So what is that, roughly 20%? Well, if it was 5,000, it would be 1,000. So I'm terrible at math. I'm going to say that's roughly 20% of her net income. Come on, it's your child. Again, you couldn't pay me to be a divorce lawyer. This is what they do all day. It's terrible. It's basically babysitting. If there are any family law attorneys watching this video, you know it's true. Not only do you know it's true, you're not even mad at me for saying it. You're saying you're absolutely right.
That's you. That's how you talk.
$899.60 is going to be your monthly child support obligation that you're going to pay each month to this man. You looking confused, and I don't understand why you looking at me
I'm not looking
like that.
confused. You said what you're saying, and I'm okay. I'm taking it all in.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Thank
now,
you.
do you have anything further?
No, ma'am.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it?
No, Your Honor. And also, this girl, the girl, she's a judge. She's literally, you don't have a choice. You can't just say you're listening and take it all in. This is a court order. I feel like a stand-up comedian because this is a show with a bunch of clowns.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's it from you? Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
All right, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Support court with Judge Vonda B. I'm going to link her channel down below. Go give it a follow and watch it if you're interested, especially if you're interested in becoming a family law attorney. All right, that was interesting. And with that said, I want to tell people, I said it last video, I'm going to say it this video. I'm going to start a series called Judge Tom. What is Judge Tom going to judge? Anything with the law? Hell no. The law is freaking boring. Judge Tom is going to be the judge of random, non-political, pointless arguments. So I need topics. I need debate topics, such as, does pineapple belong on pizza? Which city is better? I don't know. I don't know. You need to tell me. And I'm going to give my verdict on a bunch of random things, but I need the questions or the issues that I need to decide. So please let me know in the comments. Oh, yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. Hit that like button if you want. It helps me out a bunch. All right, talk to you later. Bye.